Season 73 of your UAAP, the finals. Game 1.
Shot loose. Big hit. Shot loose.
A dominant start.
Beautiful down the line hit from the back row ice.
A roaring comeback.
Seems to be in intense pain.
How she's playing and how she's contributing in this game.
A wounded tigress.
They are buzzing right now. Ooh, what a hit. UST.
You know what? On game. Senior.
The challengers regroup and recover. Sweep. Survival. The finals. Game 2.
Himself away too much, Coach Ramil De Jesus, who is looking for championship number 6 for the school, and they're going up against a team that has 14 all in all in the women's volleyball tournament. They are the defending champions, but LaSalle in the last decade, let's put it that way, is the winning, has won the most, you know, but it is not an impossible task. We don't have to go far back in volleyball history to see that even if you lose game number 1, you can still end up as champions. If you remember, Adamson in 2007 won game number 1. They were a step away from their first ever volleyball championship. And then FEU, led by who else? Rachel Andakis, just did not go away.
That's right. Of course, that's where you can see clear determination and you know how much they really wanted to win the game.
Try FEU winning that championship. Will it be the same story, or will that story end today? We'll find out.
In your Season 73 UAAP Women's Volleyball Finals. Officiating this match, first referee, Nestor Bellio, international referee. Our second referee, Yul Benosa, international referee candidate. And our teams playing in the finals, first currently celebrating their quadricentennial 400th year anniversary. Trying to extend this to our rubber match on Wednesday. Here are the defending champions, UST Tigresses. Their opponents will celebrate their centennial 100th year anniversary next school year. Trying to get back the crown today. Here are this year's hosts, the DLSU Lady Spikers.
Something that, you know, it's a culmination of all the training, the practices, all the missed classes maybe sometimes, and you of all people would know that you won a championship with LaSalle, one of the 5 championships. You know the kind of sacrifice, the kind of hard work that you have to put in just to get to this point.
Yes, that's right. So I guess it's just being in the championships. Of course, what both these teams want is to win the championship, but you know, being here and being a top 2 seeded teams all throughout the season, I guess it's already something that both these teams should be proud of.
And of course, battling through injuries too, which is all part of playing the sport. And UST pretty much personifying that. Isa Maiza with that back injury all throughout. Banatika now adding on to her current injuries. Starting for the defending champions. Do not even think that these girls are going away just like that. Let's listen now to the 2009 champions, the DLSU Lady Spikers.
Number 1, the rookie of the year.
When it comes to individual awards, and they pretty much racked it up, starting with that girl, the Rookie of the Year. What a job this year, Ann.
A lot of people recognized the talent with Esperanza, and I guess that award is something that is well deserved for this young girl.
That girl, graduating, Jack Alarca, the MVP. And the veteran, Stephanie Mercado. What a stint for her, and probably playing in her last game if it ends today. And of course, as I've always said, probably the most complete player they have, Cha Cruz, who might graduate. Well, she is graduating. She might return. She might not. We'll see what happens with Cha Cruz. But I think she's going to play one more year.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, they always say it's because of the coach.
But you know that at the back of their heads, they really want to play.
At saka bakit mo naman kung ikaw yung coach? That's a girl that you really need.
Of course.
And LaSalle raring to finish this off. Now, the question always with LaSalle is there always will be a point, especially when they're up against UST, that kinakabahan sila like in that third set and fourth set. There are two ways to look at it. If you're rooting for LaSalle, you survived it, you showed character in the fifth set. But if you're rooting for UST, you're thinking, we almost have them. We came back from 2 sets down. I think this is our moment. We might win this game today.
Rookie of the Year, Mika
Apart from
Esperanza.
that, we know na yung loss nila of Maruba Natikla in set number 5 poses really a big question to all of those who are supporting UST. So now that the UST team is complete, you know, it's something that we have yet to see how they will perform today.
Stephanie Mercado a little wide on her first attack. And the UST men's division wrapped up their championship earlier on. UST, by the way, already the general champions.
Wow.
Di pa tapos yung football, di pa tapos yung volleyball, sila na. Malayo na yung habulin ng susunod, which is LaSalle. And I'll talk about that a little later on. Now we're tied. You know, when you look at the numbers, though, Jack Alarca's numbers are down this year compared to the other years, but that's only because the kind of talent that she's surrounded with right now with this team.
That's right. That's why we always say, you know, Esperanza is actually having such a, you know, it's such a good opportunity and also a great situation to be in. Ang dami mong options with, you know, the lineup that they have.
All right, let's check in with Erin Torreon from the DLSU side.
Bring back the glory to Taft Avenue. Undoubtedly, this really has been the end goal of the Lady Spikers all season, and today they really want to finish things off. But after having reviewed Game 1 of the finals, these girls have learned that overconfidence was what cost them those 2 sets because they didn't exert much of an effort with the reception. So this is really something they intend to change and improve on in this game. And speaking of this game, the Lady Spikers are basically focused on 2 things. First, be quick on their offense, and second, they plan to be completely perfect on their blocks. Meanwhile, coming into this game, when I spoke to Coach Ramil about what was different about his team in the finals last year, and this year he tells me that his 2011 team is already used to the pressure. They know what it is to have an end game, and he really believes his girls can win it today. Boom and Ann.
Thank you, Erin. Well, when you think about it, this is the 3rd straight 5-set game that LaSalle has gone through. UST in the last game of the elimination. In the semifinals, that exciting match against Ateneo. They were pushed by Ateneo. And then the last game, game number 1, as Isa Maizo gets it through the block now. And we are at 4-2. And if there's anything that you can take from last year, that has got to be experience and maturity. And maybe that's the reason why kahit na umaabot ng 5th set, nakakayanan na ng LaSalle.
That's right. So now the difference, I guess, is that these girls have that end game. So nakakahabol pa rin, and I guess confidence and, you know, that experience. Tama rin si Coach Ramil. And you also mentioned that one thing that they lacked in that first game was reception. Dahil naging overconfidence, and it's very clear in the statistics that we saw earlier.
Because they were dominating in the first 2 sets. I mean, by their standards already. Bad reception there. Mercado. Cha Cruz will try to make something out of this. The lead is 3. Maizo. Maizo playing in her last game. Oh, that's a good ball. Kept alive by Cha Cruz and Alarca. Ortiz puts it away.
Excellent call by
And the familiar running kill from Micah Ortiz. Aiza Maizo, as we said, playing in her last game. If it ends today, I wonder what she has to say about the MVP race. As Gumabao puts it away for the kill. 6-3 now. Patch Gansana still reports for UST, so let's go to her.
UST as defending champs got in the court with high morale and a lot of positive thoughts, even if they lost game 1. Coach Shaq was honest in telling me that they are pressured in a way, but at the same time, after their practice yesterday, it turned out to be good enough for him to tell me that his confidence in today's game was doubled. One more thing that added to his confidence is the return of Maru Banatikla in the game. Though not 100% okay, she is fit enough to play today. After the cramps that she had during that 4th set, she wasn't sent back because from her legs, her cramps went up to her abdomen. This is due to total dehydration, so she was sent to the hospital and got out yesterday morning. After being given a lot of potassium and rest, she is here to help UST in getting one more game. So before I left Coach Shaq to the game, he said that basta we have to do really great on game 3. Then I said, Coach, game 2 pa lang tayo. And he probably said, magkaka game 3 kasi, Patch.
Well, that has been the story for UST this whole year. Injury, gutting it out, trying to play through it, and still making it to the finals. But they are down here by 5 as we get to our first technical timeout.
Get a chance to win gadgets good for 12 in Shakey's Monster Meal Deal. Monster prizes 12 for 12. It's a meal good for 12. Win gadgets good for 12. Eat, eat, eat. Enjoy a lot. Monster Meal Deal. Monster prizes 12 for 12. You're watching ABS-CBN Sports. Lakas mo.
Back at the arena here in San Juan, over probably 5,000 spectators on a Saturday. One of them, a fanatic of volleyball for many years already. Vice Ganda is very popular host. Si Hervasio, Lazaro, the players from Ateneo, and the best setter, Jan Ferrer, also in attendance right here at the arena. What a run for them. They gave LaSalle a major run for their money in that semi-final matchup. Misreceived as we are back in play here. 8-3, LaSalle in the lead.
Ortiz successful again with another running hit.
4 serving 8. Coach Shaq up from that bench. Coach Mamila stayed on his bench as the most popular UST player right now. The closer, as we call her, Aiza Maizo, playing in her last game.
Maranyo was sending that one out.
Maranyo, of course, part of that team last year that lost to UST, even with a incredible record from last year. A lot of people, as you know, already installed LaSalle as the champions of last year, but UST just proved steadier in the finals, sweeping LaSalle. Banatikla.
Oh, Banatikla gets a touch. There was a check.
Be interesting to see how she plays today. Suffering from cramps that went up to her abdomen. And you know how that is.
That's legs behind.
Paralyzing.
It's really terrible. Imagine going up all the way.
Aiza Maizo with a service error, giving LaSalle an easy point. 9, serving 6 now. Cha Cruz, the captain. We saw them bring the hallways, trying to keep the girls focused prior to the game as Di Maculangan goes to Maru. Down the line, it is a UST point.
Maru still very effective. I can't even feel that she experienced injuries or cramps earlier on.
And you can't show it if you're the player.
Of course you can't show it.
You won't show it. Esperanza to Maranyo. Oh, what a kill from the sophomore.
LaSalle showing that they could also get a point from that running attack. Look at Maranyo.
She had 5 blocks in that game. She, together with Gumabao, led the blocking parade, the block party, so to speak, in game number 1. Maizo, of course, still the number 1 scorer, even in game number 1. Alarca had 19 points in that game, the last time out. Maizo from the back row. Back set.
Oh, good coverage! Oh, but di makulangan! That's the advantage of having a tall setter. Quick thinking there by Rhea Di Makulangan.
All right.
Although, credit to LaSalle, that was good coverage.
Just finding a spot. And Panaticla living on the cheers of this predominantly, well, I don't know if I should say predominantly UST crowd now, because the crowd today for LaSalle has multiplied compared to Wednesday.
Oh, that's right.
Although,
Look at the stand.
kanina kasi dahil naglaro yung men's, so kanina pa yung maaga nandito.
But you know, the arena is really full up to the bleachers. In fact, people are already standing up.
Isa na lang ang kalamangan ng LaSalle dito. 9-7-10. Di Makulangan has done that many years for UST. Now we're tied.
And you'll see that a lot of the points are coming from either Maru Panaticla or balls that are being tipped over.
Great to see the other players here who are not playing. Like the UP men's volleyball team are here. Of course, they received their award, but they're watching here at the arena. And then the Ateneo the women's volleyball team, some of them.
That's how much they love volleyball.
Yeah.
Watch.
Kaya yung sinasabi ko, second runner-up for this year, UP. Katabi nila yung girls from Ateneo. 11 serving 10. Caballejo. They need Caballejo to be consistent today, Anne.
That's right. Hindi pwede kasi, you know, what you'll see is that for UST, the key players would have to be Di Makulangan and Panaticla, but the outside hitter plays a very crucial role.
You know, you can expect Maizo. And then Panaticla, of course, with the injury. So Caballejo is going to be very crucial. She needs to play her best today if they want any chance of extending this winner-take-all on Wednesday. The Rookie of the Year on your screens. What a job she has done this year, huh?
That's right. Of course, did an excellent job. She brought the team here in the championships. And what you'll see from Esperanza is that even just as a rookie, she gambles her place.
I agree. She did not show at all that she was, you know, a rookie.
That's very important. They always say the skill can be taught, pero yung tapang and yung diskarte has to be there already with the player.
Esperanza with a jump serve. Maizo, who is the best receiver from game number 1, and she's always been great in that department. Free ball for LaSalle.
Very steady, very consistent.
Look at her, saving that. Vallejo. Cruz with the dig. They open up to Mercado. Panaticla taking it. They go back to Caballejo. Check the net. With the roof provided by Gumabao and Alarca. Game number 2, folks, is what you're watching on Studio 23. The finals for the women's volleyball tournament. And Esperanza continues to serve 14-10.
Excellent serve.
It's a race for the Rookie of the Year.
So that's 15-10. Here's a Shakey's fast serve coming at you. Shakey's, it's fun. Family pizza. Mabul na dito UST at 10-all, but 5 straight points by the 2009 champions. That's in. LaSalle's focus this year has been laser-like. Again, as we said, technically wala pang tinalo to this year. They lost. Their one blemish is that UE quote-unquote loss where it was forfeited. A little bit of a controversy towards the end of the second round, but LaSalle did not get distracted. They continued winning.
And they're here now for for the championships as Mercado commits a violation.
Part of that 2009 champion team with Ina Santos. Cruz was there, Alarca was there.
Alarca gets that through the triple block of UST.
Second technical
And we
timeout.
are at 16-12 now. That means we get into a technical timeout back in a moment.
For the hottest men in the country, only Clear Men with cooling menthol is good enough. Up to 3 times more effective against dandruff.
Nothing else works for me.
No dandruff, just cool hair.
Hi, I'm Rico Marhopper of the BMIC WA Samanos. Catch the PBA 36th season.
Well, I did mention Ila Santos at 2019. She's here, the captain, former captain, the champion, together with Michelle Datuin. One of their more imposing frontline players. Coach Janelle Bakuli, of course, the athletic director now of the much improved National University with Mr. Robert Pagia, Mr. Ricky Palu, all in attendance today here at the arena, and why not? Game number 2 of the women's volleyball tournament for the UAAP finals. Kulangan to the rookie.
Getting that point.
First taste of this kind of an atmosphere and para kay Hirotsuhi.
And of course, big pressure because you're still very young. You're together with already veterans inside the court. You're expected to perform at the same level.
That is exactly what girls like Maranyo experienced last year. That's out.
Poor estimation made there by Larca.
It is 14 serving 16. Set number 1 of game number 2. LaSalle taking game number 1. They go back to that set which they were not able to execute earlier.
And that's how it should be. After an error, you should make up for it by getting that point, just like what Alarca did.
It's a replay brought to you by Shakey's. Shakey's, it's fun, family pizza. Coach Ramil up from the seat for the first time. Barking instructions as Alarca comes up with another great serve. Esperanza reaching over for that one.
The violation is called.
It's a back row player on De La Salle.
15.
Here's Judy
17. Gohing. Kumabaw. Like textbook. The form and the count, as Mosey would always say, when you see her and her approach. No flash, no nothing. Simply effective. Makulangan. Oh, and what a block by Maranyo. The leading shot, or the leading blocker of game number 1 with the offensive block on Ortiz for the 4-point lead. 19-15, we listen to UST.
Kung pag pinali mo, huwag kayong matarantay. Relax lang na kailangan mayangat yung bola kahit sa gitna na lang. Okay? Kailangan natin makakuha ng magandang depensa para maka-atake ulit tayo. Okay? Pag umatake, cover ulit. Cover. Wala kumu-cover eh. Okay lang ma-block pero kailangan naka-cover tayo. Ha? Sige na, 19 pa lang yan.
UST down here by 4 and down in the finals, trying to force sudden death, which will be played on Wednesday.
That's right, but you know, Coach Shaq just calling out the attention of the girls. Tama naman siya. It's inevitable to be blocked in the game, but what you really need is to make sure that coverage is there. Let's see if the girls can make this adjustment quickly.
It's an electric atmosphere here at the arena in San Juan, where we are packed to the rafters. thank you for joining us on Studio 23. For those who cannot be here, as Isa Maizo also blocked.
And this is the thing. For LaSalle, of course, they know that one of well, of course, the first option for UST is to set it to Isa Maizo. So automatically, if she's in the front line, alam mong babantayan na yan. So for UST, they have to vary it a bit. Luckily, of course, Maru Banaticla and Ortiz is in the front line as well.
5-point lead. And Cha Cruz, medyo nakailalim dun sa bola.
Nakailalim ang kulang sa wrist.
This is how this game started in game number 1. Really, it's like LaSalle, very clinical in the way that they played in the first 2 sets. And then the dip came in set number 3. In other words, nagkaroon ng kumpiyansa yung UST. And you never want to do that against the defending champion, obviously. Good serve. And a reception by Gohing. Ortiz setting up Maru. Oh, that's a great call by Maru Banaticla.
This is where you see variation in terms of their shots.
Let's listen to LaSalle at this timeout. Their lead down to 3.
Ito rin si formation natin. Bakit ka nasisiksik at tawasan dito? Hindi dapat nandito ka, di ba? O, dapat nandito ka. Parang pagka walang receive, takbo ka dito. Eh, ano gawin mo dito pag walang receive? Sino mapalo dyan? Wala. So, yun ang receive formation natin eh. So, yun muna. Huwag natin pagpilitan, bumalik ka naman sa dati. Ha? Sige, ganun na. Receive muna tayo. Napatay.
Lalo kayo, tiwanan ng sarili, ha?
We've been listening to Coach Ramil for many, many years, and it is still, to me, it's amazing how fast he can really give those
He fits everything in the...
in that timeout. I mean,
He's mastered that.
Talk about efficiency in the 30 seconds that you have to talk.
You have to make sure that you get your message across.
That's worth 2 timeouts to other coaches already, and I'm not knocking it at all. It's a great skill. You know, the focus of LaSalle in this finals, actually in this whole season, has been remarkable. That I heard that even in terms of cell phones, prior to the finals, it was taken away from the girls. Not forced away, but you know, it was a voluntary.
It's part of yeah.
For distractions, not to be part of what they're doing here in the finals. Esperanza blocking Banaticla. Back set to Stephanie. Caballero was there. They go back to Maru.
Maru is very effective.
Wow. Playing hurt. Well, we expected this girl when we saw her last year. We expected this girl to be she was such a fighter last year.
We saw it already.
Yep. Bad reception by the former Rookie of the Year, Melissa Gohing. Maraño again! Gonzalez to Caballero. Here comes Esperanza to Stephanie Mercado. Ball still alive, and a free ball for LaSalle here. They go. Back set to Maraño.
Abigail Maraño!
22-18. On a part of that team that suffered the heartbreak last year.
UST Tigresses.
And Coach Shaq will ice Abigail Maraño for a while.
Maroon, yung running spike natin, nauna yung talo natin. Tapos, pag tumalon tayo, papunta tayo dun sa may antena. Hindi natin kinukuha yung cross court. Kailangan na-establish yung position natin. Tapos kuha tayo ng cross court. Depensa tayo dun sa straight ball. Diba? Timing tayo, timing. Tapos mababa na yung contact mo sa bola. Ha? Tsagain mo. Ha? Habang may ano yung blocker, maliit dun sa dulo. Ha? Okay? Receive lang ha. Break lang sa service lang. Receive tayo.
4 points. Kalamangan ng LaSalle dito sa UST.
Denise Tan, former player of UST, also here at the arena watching the game of the Lady Tigers.
Abigail Maraño now serving. Caballero. Back set. Oh, great idea though. Kasi
nobody was there.
Oh, bukas na bukas ang LaSalle.
But you know, you have to master the art of really putting the right amount of force.
Not easy.
Drop ball.
It's not as easy as people think.
And yung motion din niya dun eh, di ba? Parang pababa na siya.
Free ball for La Salle, who are 2 points away from pocketing set number 1. Make that 1 point away as Jack Alarca. This is like the Jack Alarca of old.
She must be really pumped up and energized because of the award that she received earlier.
She looks it. Very active. And Coach Ramil is a point away from set number 1.
Oh, poor setup there.
Miscommunication between Maru and Dimacalan. That's it for Salarca. Another dominating performance here in this set. 25-18 is the score. It is exactly the same score as set number 1 of game number 1. And this is why we said they played tremendous volleyball in that game. Can they keep it up and can they close out UST? Well, they have their nose ahead here in game number 2. Back in a moment. Awards were handed out early on by the hosts, De La Salle University, and that's why, you know, the archer look of the trophy. Those are the awardees. Jenelyn Reyes as our best digger. Si Aiza Maiso kanina. Jack Alarca, first of 3 awards, best server. And then Jem Ferrer, the very amiable setter of Ateneo. With that familiar smile flashed. Our best setter again.
Yep.
And a different looking Michelle Gumabao pre-game for her as our best blocker. And the second award for Jack Alarca, we're talking about efficiency there, best spiker. Best scorer was Aiza Maiso, who was not yet on hand to receive her award. And the Rookie of the Year, Maria Micaela Esperanza from La Salle, as La Salle continues to rack up the individual awards. So congratulations to all the winners, and of course, a surprised look from Jack Alarca, winning the MVP award here, receiving it from the distinguished members of the board of the UAAP. Can they win the big one? Yes, Anne.
Well, hopefully, of course, she got 3 awards earlier. That's why we can see that iba yung aggressiveness si Jack Alarca. But here, the most important thing really is take home the championship.
How about Jenelyn Reyes? So this hard worker, libero of NU, I'm so very happy for her, and I'm sure Coach Gino is very happy that they got an award from a great year for NU. Okay, let's look at some numbers from that first set.
Set number 1, very interesting. Actually, it was UST that led the scoring in terms of attacks, 11 as compared to only 9 of La Salle. But what really helped La Salle in set number 1 was the number of blocks, 6 as compared to 1.
The number 1 blocking team in the league.
And that's why actually Coach Shaq mentioned earlier that it's really important that they keep coverage because they know that La Salle is a good blocking team. Kailangan may coverage sila palagi sa likod.
I don't mean to steer any kind of controversy, but as we start set number 2, I do wonder how Aiza Maiso, unfortunately, for our UST fans, not in any no individual award, an error committed here by Bernal. Aiza Maiso deserves something. Whatever award we can come up with.
She is actually the best scorer.
When I say that, I mean
best receiver.
A consideration, obviously, for MVP. That's for sure.
Of course, a lot of people, speculations and all that, while before the awarding is taking place early, of course, ang dami dyan malamang rooting for Aiza Maiso.
That's what we heard, Not to take away anything from Jack Alarca, of course, who has been doing it for a very long time for both of them, actually. Maiso, our best scorer, and also our best receiver.
Oh, and Alarca, crossing.
Siya naman ngayon, crossing. I mean, you talk about Aiza Maiso, and one last point on her, and you look at her, she really will not strike you to be, you know, that athletic. Only in terms of her movements, it's so deliberate, but what I'm trying to say is she makes volleyball look so easy.
Oh, yes, she does.
What? Oh, it's a calculation by Abigail Maraño, and look at this score.
And now everything is turning around.
Timeout for
Going well for UST.
Spikers.
And that is the reason why Coach Ramil right away pushes the timeout button.
Kasi wala natin kayaan na ganun. Hindi na mabuti. Nadalawa spiker eh. 1, 2, ayan o. Lumayag dito. Kaya sinabi ko naman kanina, kung nagaling dito, hindi babalik dito. Pag ipalag mo dito, nandun yung bracket. Tapik-tapik mo tayo dyan, kung puro palo. Okay? Ha? Hindi ka po salit, tapon mo. Lupi yan lang sa harap mo. Hindi ka po salit, tapon mo. Paano kasi?
The natural tendency medyo magkaroon ng konting laglag. As we see right behind us, couple of players from LaSalle in previous years, including Hernandez. A part of that LaSalle team that won championships with Ila Santos, whom we focused on earlier. If you just tuned in, this is set number 2, game number 2 of the finals between LaSalle and UST. Boone Gonzalez and Remulla, and UST, after losing set number 1, is leading 5-0.
Hindi mo kailangan now with her second service ace. One in the end line, this time around in the attack line. So that's how she variates the force that she applies on her serve.
She had 5 service aces in game number 1 as Ortiz looking to put it away. Meisel, and this is an error from UST, so that rally ends for them. First point for LaSalle in set number 2. Now this is an interesting prospect because we're so used to how LaSalle dominates their opponents. Pero ngayon in the finals against the defending champions, maghahabol ka. Yan ang interesting dito. Iba ngayon ang premise. We're not used to seeing that.
And it's a race.
That's right. Pero you know what could come in now is yung hindi man nervyos, pero yung kumpiyansa, iba in the elimination rounds, and that's what we saw from LaSalle last year as well. Perhaps, sabi nga ni Coach Ramil, the team is ready this time around. They're more experienced, pero yung at the back of their heads, you can't really take that away.
At ito na, humahabol na ang LaSalle. Lamang na lang ng dalawa ang UST. Let's go to Patch Kansana.
Focus, focus, focus. This is what UST needs to get their game going. One weakness that Coach Shaq saw is that during long rallies, hindi pa patay ang bola, bumibigay na sila agad. That's why they lose the sense of continuation. Coach Shaq doesn't want to hide the fact that their only worry in this game is the performance of the Lady Spikers. Why? Because they may handle the pressure better since they have been excellent in their performance. At the same time, the height of LaSalle may be a threat for their attacks and combination. But if there's one thing they need to work on is their floor defense is down and their coverage is gone. USC is definitely feeling the pressure, but at the same time, communication in the board is keeping them intact. Even Isa is feeling it, not wanting this to be her last. Coach Shaq gave her a pat and just said, just do your thing, Bumanan.
An emotional game, I'm sure, as this serve sails out after 4 straight points from the service area. Esperanza, 6-4 is the score. You know, how dominating has LaSalle been this season? Their 3-set match record here is 10-1 this season. And again, you will argue the fact that actually 11-0 yan dahil nga binigay nga sa UE, ano? After the forfeiture.
But even so, it's still an impressive record.
That's how impressive they've been. Their 4-set record is 2-0, and their 3-set record is 3-0. It's an amazing number. Sorry, their 5-set match record is 3-0. 2 against UST, 1 against Ateneo.
With that, just saw Caballejo dropping that ball.
So I point that out because sanay na sanay sila na lamang, sanay sila na dominating their opponents.
So it's unusual to actually play a game where, number 1, maghahabol sila. Pangalawa, humahaba ng 5 sets.
Pero nakaganda sa kanila yung nangyari sa kanila sa dulo ng elimination with UST. At naitulak sila ng Ateneo. I'm sure all of that, as you know very well, Anne, comes into play when you get to situations like these.
At least they can say that they are prepared because they were able to experience that before coming to the finals.
Yan yung tinatawag nila na may pinanghuhugutan ka na ng experience. A frame of reference, if you may. It's 7-6 now, UST with the lead. Jacalarca, one of the better servers of the league, obviously. She won the award earlier, but Maizo with a quick.
First technical timeout.
And they get to the technical timeout first. A bounce back set is what they want here in set number 2.
Tita, yung antibacterial soap na yan, hindi 100% na sabon. Ano? May lamang gawgaw yan. Gawgaw? Yung parang nagpapatigas ng damit? Opo. Eto po, New Vaseline 2-in-1 Skin Soap. Masulit dahil walang gawgaw. Nagbibigay ng unbeaten protection against more types of germs. At may essential nutrients ng Vaseline Lotion. Para skin nyo, feeling nourished. New Vaseline 2-in-1 Skin Soap. Germs out, nutrients in.
Here's somebody who will miss the atmosphere of the UAAP as a player, already graduating, playing her last match against UST. Angela Pinting from the Adamson Lady Falcons. At least she got the experience of getting into the finals and almost getting it. But the FEU Lady Tamaraos back then just wouldn't quit with Morada, Semana, and Rachel Andakis winning the championship in 2007. Cruz,
and some errors we're seeing from the Lady Spikers.
Sorry, I keep saying 2007. It's actually 2008. That's season 70 when FEU came back and won against Adamson. Yes, correct myself right there, as Maranyo will be called for that violation. Actually, natapilok siya doon kay Cruz.
So na-overreaching. Overreaching, and Coach Emil not happy with that.
The lead is 4 again for UST. We check in with Aaron Torreon.
You know what, guys? I reported for these Lady Spikers a lot this season, and I've never seen more serious faces on this girls than I had today. And if I said that I've seen their game face as well, I must have been mistaken, because they've got a different kind of game face today, which just tells me how much a win today really means to them. And Coach Emil definitely sees this in his girls as well, which is why he's been giving rookie Michaela Esperanza extra pointers every step of the way today, such as which blocker to send the ball to, where to position herself, and the proper timing needed to set those plays right. Meanwhile, for the rest of the girls, Coach Emil basically expects them to keep the same intensity from the first set and reminded them that they need to keep their eyes on the ball and the specific players they were told to be aware of. Lastly, these Lady Spikers were basically told to just relax. It might be a difficult task right now, but he wants them to do their best at keeping calm to stay in control. Boom.
They want it to end today. And that's why, even down 5, they come back to tie at 5-all. Now down 4, 10-6. They're a point away from tying again.
That's right. A very good point as well. What Coach Emil wants is for them to keep control, or to be in control, because if you look back at game number 1, there was actually a point there where UST took a 15-4 advantage, and that's something that Coach Emil doesn't want to happen again.
Kohing taking the Maizo kill, swiping it off, and it's a point for Lasal. Coach Shaq had something to say.
Is actually complaining about something. Net violation.
Oh, net. Yun ang reklamo niya. Is gumabaw daw, tumama sa net.
Tumama sa net. But no call was made by the officials.
10-all.
Now Maizo is talking to our referee.
Captain, of course, of UST has the right to do that.
Because each point is really very important. So yung mga ganyang violations, if you really see it, kung ikaw yung coach, ipaglalaban mo yan.
Lalo na, lamang na isang set yung kalaban mo. Cruz continues to serve, her third. Panatikla is denied.
Again for the Lady Spikers.
And they take over the lead. Talking about the Lady Spikers, 11-10. Look at this offensive block.
The timing of Maranyo and Gumabaw.
The two best in game number 1. And consistently been the best here. Gumabaw winning the award, of course, for the year. Esperanza, back set. Cruz wasn't ready. Correct. Caballejo. Kohing was there again. Gumabaw again. Bernal reaching already without making the step.
UST Tigresses.
And Gumabao was lucky that the net helped her out there as we listen to Coach Shaq.
Dalawa yung block, nandito. Ando yung block. Balik mo yung drop ball dito. Ang drop ball sa gitna. Kita ni going doon sa ano. Ano atake mo? Atake mo. Sibat? Sibat likod? Sibat likod? Borson pa kami sa dulo. Cover tayo, cover! Tapos pag gumover, dapat pinaiiwag isa. Ay, naka-cover tayo lahat eh. Diba?
UST Lady Tigresses, or the Tigresses, the defending champions. Well, speaking of champions, MVPs, JP Torres, part of the four-peat for the men's division. And also, ending up as the most valuable player. Tatlo rin yata siya, no?
It's another ace for the team captain.
Meron sila ni Jack Alarca with a hat-trick. Well, Shaq taking over from August Santa Maria, if you remember, no?
And that's actually Coach August, I think, is watching us
Oh,
right now.
wow.
So hi to Coach August.
Wow, I hope everything is well with Coach August, and he is surely missed in the UAAP, the storied career of Coach August. Coach Ramil naman, he remembers the bitterness and the pain from last year. A very strong team on paper, losing to UST. Maraño able to power that one out for a check ball, and the lead goes now to 3. It is looking like game number 1. Actually, it's looking like a typical LaSalle UST game. First 2 sets, diba?
The challenge always coming in.
And UST this year, as Maizo disguises that one, but this is still a playable ball. With Panatikla quickly. Oh, this is still good. Great reflexes by the Lady Spikers.
Oh!
Going for DLSU.
A violation.
Touching the net, Eliza Maizo.
Poor execution.
Timing eh. Nauna yung talon niya eh.
Tsaka wala sanang blocker eh, pero yung execution lang eh.
Maizo. Babawi yan. One of the... Oh!
It's an ace
What
at
you
the
don't want to
edge.
see, just, you know, people
Second
looking at each
technical
other.
timeout.
And a big 5-point turnaround. Actually, that's a 10-point turnaround for LaSalle. They lead now 16-11 after being behind by 5.
Get a chance to win gadgets good for 12. And Shakey's Monster Meal Deal. Monster prizes 12 for 12. It's a meal good for 12. Win gadgets good for 12. Eat, eat, eat. Enjoy a lot. Monster Meal Deal. Monster prizes 12 for 12.
An amped up crowd here at the arena in San Juan on this Saturday afternoon. Watching us on Studio 23, ABS-CBN Sports. UST Tigresses behind by 5 after being up 5-0 early in this game. Boom Gonzalez, Andrew Mulia, Patch Consana, Eric Torreon, Direct Al Neri at the helm of this ABS-CBN Sports exclusive. Belated happy birthday nga pala, Direct. Nasingit ko lang.
LaSalle doing an excellent job in keeping this lead with a consistent serve from Gumabao.
Panatikla.
What?
That's a great kill from Maruja Panatikla.
Serving Isa Maizo.
Captain now serving as they are behind by 4. 12 serving 16. Mercado putting a little more into that one. And UST over-receiving it. Panatikla on the second ball. What a dig by Maizo.
Look at
Good rally.
Maraño.
Panatikla dropping it. Esperanza opens up to Stephanie. Nobody behind. Ortiz and Tima Cularas. And the very athletic Paning Mercado able to adjust at the last second.
After a series of exchanges with hard spikes, she ends it with a drop ball.
Maranyo now. Ooh, bad serve.
Short for a service error.
The throw was a little off.
And pag off na yung pag-throw mo, hirap na niyan ulit.
Bernal is back. A very familiar name in the UST women's volleyball. And again, coverage. Coach Shaq livid at the sidelines.
The ball was actually high.
It's a high ball.
And that's, you know, yung coverage, it's something that he kept on reminding the girls all throughout the first set.
I mean, Isa Maiza can't do it all on her own.
Good reception for UST.
Try to save it. Chance for LaSalle. The drop shot doesn't work for LaSalle, so back set. Look at Gohing work hard for that one. Shot, please bring it away. That point should go to Melissa Gohing. The former Rookie of the Year mopping the floor to save that ball. 19-13, let's look at that save. Look at that.
Literally threw herself on the floor.
And Cha Cruz with the finishing touch.
Wala ka nasing gagawin eh. So yun na matutulong mo. Ang drop ball nila, napakataas. Hindi pa natin makuha. Ano nangyayari sa atin? Ha? Saka tayo sa ginagawa natin. Teka.
It's looking like that game again where they have to come back from 2 sets. Now this set's not yet done, but it's really looking like it right now.
You can really sense the frustration in Coach Shaq as he talks to the girls.
We talk about UST, as we mentioned earlier. 7 5-set games, and their record is 4-3. So hati pa yun.
Outside.
There was no touch. We're not asking for a touch.
Maruba Natikla, that face says it all. That frustration also.
You know, one thing that the coaching staff also mentioned is that yung natutunan nila in game 1 was that they also need to train more yung mga bench players nila, because in that case na parang hindi nakalaro si Maru, they needed someone to replace her, and they have to make sure that that person would deliver.
Cut shot doesn't work. Jack Alarca says to Ortiz, this is how you do it. The running attack against another running attack. Look at that.
Look at the execution from an excellent set. Great timing by Alarca.
Today, she walks home with an MVP trophy and a championship trophy. Playing in her last game if it ends today. Cha Cruz, the beach volleyball veteran. Ortiz in the middle. 21-13 is her score. Coverage there by Maru. Baba, pero na-save.
Baba na actually kinuha na ni... Medyo nag-tilt na ng konti yung umanggulo na si Ortiz to hit that ball. Look at that.
Yeah, she didn't get the full stretch and full jump. Well, a meek reply here, but nevertheless, it was a reply to get the serve back. 14 serving 21.
What UST needs is to be consistent, have a better reception to set up a good play.
It's a back row player on DLSU.
Salazar. Kay Abigail. Let's look at that violation again. Para ma-explain muna ano bang nangyari doon na parang hindi overreaching. Oh.
Not overreaching.
A different violation, obviously, that was called. Good one from John Cruz. Check ball again. And they go up to 22 points, 15 for UST, set number 2, with LaSalle leading 1-0.
Good serve. And a wasted opportunity for UST. Poor reception there.
And again, you can actually count how Gumapaw approaches.
They bilang eh, 1, 2, 3. But it works.
It works for her, and it's very effective. High percentage. And gets another point. They're 2 points away.
Now the challenge for UST is how they will get a good reception. So far, lahat ginagawa na lang ng paraan.
Cruz. She's just innovating there in that sequence. Esperanza, back set to Alarca. Maizo was there. Caballero, checked by Chuck Cruz. So close to the net. Very dangerous one. Chuck Cruz again. Oh, great adjustment by the captain of the Lady Spikers.
He saw that opening right behind blockers. Look at that.
And it sets up set point. Look at that. Set point for LaSalle to give them a major advantage here in game number 2. And they go back to the first server, Esperanza, the Rookie of the Year.
Oh, but she sends that out.
Parang may kape.
Sabi niya last point na. Sumobra.
Higil or kaba.
Too much force.
Nevertheless, it's still a big 8-point lead. Now remember, if you just tuned in, 5-point lead by UST earlier. Amar. Chakru sends it back.
Like a gift to Maizo.
And it has been very rare. I have not seen Aiza Maizo come up with a lot of clean attacks here because ang sama nga ng reception ng UST.
It was down to that, and I suppose that when they go into the huddle later, magpapaalala na naman si Coach Shaq about the service reception.
There's a free ball. They go to Caballero, not Maizo. Gumapaw again, down the line, and they are a set away from taking the title today.
A big challenge because if you look at set number 2, look at LaSalle's score. 14 attack points as compared to only 5 of UST. 5 service aces for LaSalle, 2 for UST. Now in terms of unforced errors, there were about 10 for LaSalle and 4 for UST. But what's glaring there is the fact that the score in terms of attacks is 14 as compared to 5. Which means
nabawi lang yung error.
Oo, tsaka hindi lang yun eh. Hindi nakapag-set up yung UST. So hindi na maximize yung malakas na opensa.
So here we are, set number 3. Can UST stay alive, not only for this series, but just for this game? This is game number 2. You know, I see the difference though in the faces of the LaSalle girls. You remember last year when you look at the faces, they look blank and they look so pressured, diba? Entering the finals. Now they look more relaxed here.
The way they move, the body language, the facial expression as well.
You know, which can only be achieved by heartbreak sometimes.
Learning it the hard way.
Point going to UST here. Let's see what they have. Got to dig down deep now to try to extend not only the series, but just this game.
They need, of course, is to focus. Of course, they want to have game number 3, but before that, it's this game first. But you know, with these errors won't really help their cause. What they need right now is to get a big lead over LaSalle para hindi na sila nahihirapan humabol if they do want to secure a win here.
Yeah, sabihin ko sana, kung sakasakaling nakalamang dito ang LaSalle maaga dito sa set number 3, this might be over early. Because that might really break the backs and demoralize this UST squad. But right now, it's just 2-1.
Because what you need is actually room for you to move. And you
combination play!
on the score of your opponent.
That is a great combination play, finished off by the captain, Charlene Cruz. Let's look at that again. Instant replay brought to you by Shakey's. Shakey's, it's fun family pizza. 3-1 is the score. Great fake. I mean, they haven't got to Maizo a lot, like I said, no?
Right, now she's in the front line. I'm guessing that Maizo will be getting more sets. Oh, nobody's there. Maba was actually looking for somebody.
So now UST tying it up 3-all. Jam-packed arena. Over 4,000 last Wednesday. And close to 5,000 today on a Saturday. Coaching staff says it all. The expression on their faces, the frustration, obviously every point mattering, especially when you're down 2 sets.
And the third set is really a very, very critical set for UST right now.
Might be their last. Simply put, might be their last.
Oh, but there's a net violation. Lucky for UST.
A quiet UST crowd here compared to what was going on in the men's finals earlier when they were, you know, beating FEU. And they beat FEU earlier in 3 sets.
Such an exciting game. It was only 3 sets, but it lasted for quite a while.
It was only 3 sets also, but all of the wins of UST were come from behind. No?
And the scores were pretty close as well.
First set actually went
27
pa. With neither team trying to either team trying to finish off each other as Isa Maizo with a front row kill.
We haven't seen much of and heard much from Maizo.
And unfortunately, she will go back row to serve.
Right now, we have Hirotsuchi, Banatikla, and Di Makulangan in the front line.
And again, that's the second time that Maizo serves wide. Let's check in with Aaron Torreon.
Work on your reception. Coach Romel's words that he's been repeating over and over today, as it really is something he wants his girls to take note of and improve, as it really will be advantageous to them when it comes to their attacks. But at the same time, too, these girls were warned that if they do misreceive the ball, they basically just need to take note of UST's defense right away as to come. And with just a set away from the championship, these lady spikers were basically instructed to just play as if it were any other set, just giving it their all in order not to commit any unforced errors. And if they do commit any errors, Coach Romel just reminded them that it shouldn't let it affect them too much. It should just encourage them to do better. The last words the girls heard coming into the court was that they shouldn't throw this set away. They should just keep their eyes on the prize. Bumanan?
Oh, yun yung nakita natin na lumapit na si Coach Ramil dun sa mga babae at sinabi niya, it cannot happen again.
He doesn't want another 5-setter from the girls, but of course, it's a different...
He doesn't want another set, period. No?
That's right. Gusto mo to secure it right away. But of course, it's a different story for UST. Right now, you know, each and every point is just very important. But we're seeing, you know, a few errors coming in, you know, from the service or hindi maganda yung reception. So hindi sila nakapag-maximize ng opensa.
Chance for UST. Oh, underneath the ball and no flick of the wrist.
First technical timeout
for the sophomore Maruba Natikla, which gives LaSalle a 2-point lead going into the technical timeout. Brother Bernie with us here at the arena. Part of our UAAP board. Of course, we've been saying that it is finals weekend, actually, for the women's volleyball tournament, but also the football tournament at the Renchen Field tomorrow in Ateneo. 9 a.m. FEU and UST. It's a best of 3 for the women's division. They tied. So the board decided to go best of 3 for FEU and UST. While at 2 p.m. for the men's division, UP with a twice-to-beat advantage over UST. That will be covered, but will be aired March 1, Tuesday, 2 p.m. But if you want to watch live, it's tomorrow at the Ateneo de Manila University.
Now that's another defensive error from Maruba Natikla. Maranyo getting ready to serve for LaSalle.
Great dig by Going. Too close to the net, and Mercado was at the disadvantage there. 7-9. Check in with Patch Cansana.
There is a dark cloud over the bench of UST, and Coach Shaq cannot believe how fast LaSalle scored. Just shoot up in a blink of an eye. Winning is not something you just get. Pinaghihirapan yan at hindi hinihingi. You should know that because you are the defending champions. One thing that he told the girls, because they're starting to lose their patience. One reason that is pissing him off is that they can't get a good reception. It closes the chance for them to attack. One thing that they need to realize, according to Coach, is that LaSalle is challenged once they do their combinations. Unfortunately, no play is executed because there is no focus on reception. Another is their inconsistent defense. They have their block but no floor defense. They have the floor defense but no block. They need to have both to win against LaSalle. Lastly, Coach Shaq specifically said that no more chance balls. Panahon na para kargahan ng service. UST holds on to the set along with the hopeful crowd for another chance as they face their most crucial set. Buminanan.
Thank you very much. UST getting that point in a long rally, and Julie Caballero with a sigh of relief more than anything else after that kill, and tying it at 9-all. Sumisipa pa itong defending champions natin. Look at the reaction.
You know, but what we want to see from the Lady Tigers actually is more energy, because at this point you see them very quiet, you know, just take it's right to take things one at a time, but you want to see that normal aggressiveness that you see from them.
Mercado making the adjustment. Di makulangan. Back set to Ortiz. That's out, but it's a touch. There's a touch at the net by Paning Mercado. Which,
for UST, they have to take advantage of all these points that they will get out of LaSalle.
Hindi lang natin makita dun sa angulo na yun. As Maruba Natikla serves. This time they go to Jack. Alarca. And another point. Tying the game at 10. 2-0 for LaSalle here in game number 2. They win today, they wrap it up. 6 championships is what they're going for. The first one coming in 2000. Your championship and came in
2004.
Makulangan goes to Caballero. Going for the back zone.
Smart move by Caballero.
Chacruz could not move laterally to get it. Well, speaking of the UAAP in general, UST holding a 32-point advantage over second place LaSalle in the general championship tally. That's 262 to 230. So hindi na mahahabol yan kahit na whatever happens with the football and the volleyball tournament. UST is headed for a 5th straight double championship.
Wow.
As it also leads the overall race in the juniors division. It has won the seniors general championship in the UAAP. Check this. 25 out of the last 27 years.
Amazing record.
That is unheard of. That is a crazy record. General Championships po ang pinag-uusapan natin sa Seniors Division. 25 out of the last 27 years has gone to UST.
And that's where you see that they don't only just focus on the major sports.
Which is basketball and volleyball.
Basketball and volleyball. But, you know, they excel in other, well, technically not aired or not covered na sports, which is very good.
Hindi sa football nga. In men's and women's, they're both in the finals. FEU versus UST in the women's, UP and UST in the men's. So we're giving you a little bit of an overview as season 73 is about to end kasi, no? And for all the events. 13 serving 11 now. Lamang na naman ang Lasal. Stephanie Mercado playing in her last year.
Over-receive for UST. And that was overreaching for Gonzalez, who is a backliner.
Timeout UST Tigresses.
And the lead is 3 now. Crucial timeout for Coach Shaq.
Kasi suka na maayos. Sayang yung bola, oh. Tapos timing tayo sa block. Nauna. Masyadong gigil na gigil tayo block, pero nakukuha pagbaba, saka palang papaluin, eh. Ha? Go.
Oh, there's a little bit of a resignation in the voice of Coach Shaq in terms of giving his instructions now. He's just like leaving it up to the girls now to try to gut themselves out of here. Well, LaSalle in the meantime is looking like they've learned their lesson from the last 2 UST encounters. They want to finish this one in 3. They want to shut out the team that shut them out last year. Back set to Caballero. And Chuck Cruz was there.
Walk for the great green Archer wall.
The faces of the Lady Spikers.
They are incredibly confident right now. And Chuck Cruz has done it all for this team. Walang pahinga yan, ha?
Dire-diretso. Put that up.
Maizo puts so much into that. Targeting the back row. They go again to Cruz. Trying to swipe it out. Maizo underhand set. Back set. Kumabaw with that spread bomb attack of hers. Maizo again.
But you can't get that ball.
Cross-court kill.
Very sharp, very strong.
This is the girl they'll rely heavily on. They've relied on her all throughout the year.
You never leave her with just one single block.
Miscommunication. Going and Marano both going for it. The dig. They go back to Aiza, who doesn't get a decent set. A costly error as they tie the ball game. Talking about UST here, 15 all. And Coach Ramil comes with a smirk, comes up with a sarcastic smirk.
Look at that. It would have been a good timing if the ball was just a bit lower than that.
Underhand set again. Caballero. Kohing trying to keep it alive. But now UST taking over and getting into the technical timeout. First, we will be back. Back here at the arena in San Juan. If you don't recognize her, Phil St. Kainglet. Here at the arena in San Juan. The more popular players, the UAAP volleyball, women's volleyball tournament. Watching the game. Actually, yung sahig natin dito sa arena, and ang daming nakaupo. You can see it there in that shot earlier.
Even the bleachers.
Photographers, the bleachers. And everybody else. The kids are out. The Saturday weekend. And LaSalle behind though. 15-16. I am surprised that they're not going to Aiza Maizo a lot here. I would, if I were UST right now, this is just me, I will gamble on her right now. This is your last chance. She is on her last year. She has been delivering for you all year round. Win or lose, as much as I can, I'm going to Aiza Maizo right
And
now.
that's how you see they play their past games when they really need points. If it's a crucial point, a crucial part in the set, they go to her even if the reception is bad.
There you go. Porsyentuhan na. Yun yung sinasabing porsyentuhan na natin. You go to your go-to girl. You live and die.
You change it once in a while,
Yes,
but you
of
know the
course.
majority of the plays would have to go to the high percentage attackers, especially, you know, in a very crucial third set when they need to win very badly.
She's not a best scorer for nothing. Gumabaw. Oh, what a strong kill from Michelle Gumabaw, the best blocker of the league. Turning out to be a double threat for LaSalle in the years to come.
Serve Michelle Gumabaw.
And we are tied at 17. Joanne C. getting ready to come in here at the sidelines. Interesting move by Coach Ramil De Jesus if she does come in.
Short for Aiza
They go to
Maizo.
Maizo, but Maizo commits that error.
Pero malayo yung set din
It's
kasi.
really far at the attack line.
Yes. You gotta give her a decent chance here, and that all depends on reception, as you have been preaching the last 3 sets. Crucial error
from Michelle Gumabaw.
costly. 18 all. And now Maizo is back serving.
Aiza Maizo.
Cha Cruz. Maizo was there for coverage, as always. Baratikla.
Oh, but LaSalle couldn't cover that ball.
So they get their nose ahead here in this game. 19 serving 18.
And UST, of course, making sure that it won't be too late for them. Try and make it and win this third set.
Cha Cruz. Baratikla saving that. Joust at the net. And they go back to Maru. Checked. Another joust. Di Makulangan and Maranyo against each other. Oh, Di Makulangan winning that one.
Maranyo.
A very crucial point in this game. And just when you think that UST is flatlining, there are signs of life from the defending champions.
Grabe yung tumaas sa bola na yan. Dapat gawa na ng paraan. Hindi ka na awkward ka eh. Hindi kailangan palumayan awkward ka. May bablock sigurado. Nag-aapuro tayo kasi natin nagmamadali sa ginagawa natin eh. Dahan-dahan. Pati sa dahan-dahan. Sa pag-block dahan-dahan. Sa depensa dahan-dahan. Sa people dahan-dahan. Ay sa pagsaserve nagmamadali tayo. Wala tayong mahabol. Lead tayo ng roll. Lead tayo ng set.
That is an incredible point.
Nagmamadali sila ngayon. It looks like the girls can see na 7 points away from winning the set. Minamadali nila lahat, but it's not working to their advantage. In fact, they're giving away more points to UST, and UST now is really taking advantage of that.
And the crowd is feeling it, and they're back in this game. They have been silent for almost a full set.
And if there's one thing about UST, we know that this team can really come from behind, and you know, we saw that in the first game.
And we also know that they can get energy from the crowd. They have been known to do that. Sometimes, I think
Ramil, sinasabi niya, ayaw pang matapos.
matapos. It's a familiar script being written here.
Good call by Alarca.
And now, this is what I'm talking about. Joanne C., the former rookie of the year, last year, comes in for Esperanza. So who's going to be setting now?
Cha Cruz, of course, will be setting. Remember, looking back in the past years, Cha Cruz was actually being fielded in as the setter of the team.
Alternating with Martinez.
The dual roles. Look at Cha Cruz.
Setting up Maranyo. There's a violation here. On Cha.
Not in the right position to set that line. Look at at that. Nag-move pa siya eh, going to the net.
Ayun, tapos
nag-crossing.
Lahat na ng violation.
Oo, dami. And you can see the ball. Umiikot eh.
Tama. UST coming back here. Legal set by Melissa Gohing.
Ortiz.
Chance here for LaSalle to put this point away. Maraño. Chance for UST this time. Marubanatikla. Coverage by Cruz. Drive C opens up to Mercado. Kuha pa. Maizo taking it. Back set. Mercado, what a save by Karangan. Long rally here, bad reception. Underhand. Correct, not call.
This is an interesting substitution that was made by Coach O'Neill.
It's a gamble. That's what it was. Lumaki yung labang. 23-19 here. UST 2 points away from extending this match. Wrong timing. This is not... Are you kidding me? Really?
Come on, this is what UST is known for.
Now at set point.
Deja vu at the arena in San Juan.
Karangan sends that one long.
Everybody at the edge of their seats here. LaSalle just getting a little bit comfortable in their seats. And then napunta dun sa dulo ngayon.
And now they cannot commit any more mistakes.
Correct.
Otherwise, they get the set for UST.
That's a rare error on reception by Isa Maizo, who's one of the best.
She's actually the best receiver.
One of the best ever in women's volleyball. This year, the best receiver. Maraño.
Maraño just going for the sure serve.
Yep. Maru, change of pace on the off speed.
Poor setup by Esperanza.
Hindi na nila tinawag yung net violation. It didn't affect the play. UST, Maru Banatikla. Ang taas ng ball na yun. Esperanza to Mercado.
Good defense by UST.
Karangan was there. Long rally. Cut shot. Cut shot.
Timeout UST.
Cut shot by Stephanie Mercado, the veteran, delivering here, cutting the lead down to 2.
Bigay mo, B tapos C. Bigay mo ng tulog. Okay? B at saka C, receive muna tayo maganda. B, C. Tapos, cover tayo. C ang bigay, C. Bigay kang backline. Bigay kang backline, okay? Sige, receive lang. Ano? Kaya pass. Huwag mo i-drop. Kaya mo paluin yan. Paluin mo, ha? Hinga lang, hinga.
I actually saw a smile in that huddle for LaSalle.
Well, he had a good run.
We haven't seen that from them in a while. You know, they've looked depressed the last couple of sets, but the defending champions again. You want to take it, you got to go through them, and boy, they're not making it easy for LaSalle, aren't they?
You know, this is really a test of character for these athletes, especially for UST. They're really hanging on to the third set.
It is not easy. Nerves coming into play. National television. There you go. Stephanie delivering again. Panik Mercado, the veteran, playing in her last game if they win today, has got them back 23-24. And it is worth the price of admission, this game. Here at the arena in San Juan. Misreception for UST. Chance for LaSalle here. They go to Alarca. The MVP delivering. And tying this game at 24-all. And the LaSalle crowd goes crazy. What a turn of events, and
you know, it can still happen. These things, very rare, but you see a team down against a team that's at 24 already, nakakapantay pa at nakakahabol pa. Only those with, you know, yung character, it's really a test of character.
But they're really proving that they've learned from last year, haven't they? Mercado again! They take the lead, and they're at championship point! 25-24, and what a game by Stephanie Mercado here. Climbing the ladder for that kill.
Mercado doing an excellent job. You know, the first 2 sets, Mercado was pretty silent. She hasn't received much sets, but she really played, you know, a vital role.
And almost an error. A chance for LaSalle. Esperanza to Alarca. Wow.
Look at UST hanging on.
Oh boy. The shoulders, the knees of these players must be trembling right now with pressure and tension.
You cannot go wrong.
At least I am feeling it. 25 all. Third set. UST fighting for their lives.
Poor reception by Go Hing.
Mercado saving this. Confusion with the LaSalle side, UST. Here we go. Back set. Cut shot. Mercado again. Check this time. Alarca. Oh, what a dump ball. Jackie Alarca with a dump ball for championship point number 2. The veterans and Mercado and Alarca are carrying this LaSalle team.
That's right. What was earlier an already UST game, you know, UST at 24. It's consistency, and you can really see that these girls really want to win the game, but UST not letting go.
UST, as we've known them in many, many years, one of the most resilient teams under fire, not giving up in delivery, tying the ball game and saving championship point number 2.
UST needs to get 2 points.
Makulangan, always a great server. They open up. Kumabaw. Great dig. But this is a point again for LaSalle. Championship point number 3. Kumabaw also been delivering all year for LaSalle.
Big improvement for the sophomore player.
Serving Stephanie Mercado.
27-26. Unbelievable action here at the arena in San Juan. Who is going to blink first? And chance for LaSalle. Shaw Cruz. UST. And UST wins it! UST wins it! UST championship number 6 on a UST error. That's LaSalle with championship number 6 rather on a UST error. De La Salle Lady Spikers showing a lot of character and lessons learned from last year, sweeping UST in the finals.
Remember, they had to learn the lesson the hard way, but you know, all the hard work this year really paid off. You mentioned earlier, pati mga cellphones na pinukuha, and now it's such a sweet victory for the Lady Spikers.
Shaw Cruz, and here comes Di Makulangan, and then the error by Maisel. And the coaching staff of De La Salle taking back the championship that they won in 2009. And USC taking it last year, and now they are back at the top of that volleyball mountain. And the girls who have been focused all throughout the year, and again, let's admit it, unbeaten this year on the court.
Unblemished record on the court, and you know, they have 2 graduating players, Alarca and Mercado. It's such a good exit for these graduating players.
Shaw Cruz with the option to play next year, and it's without question that, you know, she wants to come back, and I'm sure Coach Ramil would want her to come back. And look at that, the Archers, the display there. Obviously something that they kind of rehearsed. They win today, and they do in straight sets. 25-18, 25-17, and A nail-biting 28-26 set number 3. UST, your thoughts, and this year, a very tough year for the defending champion.
A lot of challenges. UST faced a lot of challenges, but they showed us, a lot of good games. And, Isa is, of course, always there. One of the most, I'd say, one of the players na talagang admired, even by the other schools.
Correct.
It's sayang. This season, sayang for them. But, they showed a pretty good year. They made it up to the finals. They've been consistently the number 2 team all throughout.
Pero naubusan sa dulo. Our Shakey's best player, Shakey's It's Fun Family Pizza. How poetic. Playing her last game, Stephanie Paning Mercado.
Yes, Boom, I'm here now with the Shakey's best player of the game, Stephanie Mercado. Una-una, congratulations, Steph.
Thank you so much.
So, this game, nakuha nyo in 3 sets, pero sa last set, medyo nahirapan nga kayo as we see. What was going through your mind the whole time para hindi maapektuhan ang performance mo?
Inisip namin, since nanalo kami ng Game 1, for sure hindi papayag yung UST na matalo na lang sila ngayon. For sure, bibigyan nila lahat ng makakaya nila. So, naghanda kami sa preparation ng UST ngayon na sinabi namin sa sarili.
Be converted into a point, and that's very important. Yung kapit nandun. And you can really feel the leadership and seniority because the veterans, the seniors in the team really stepped up towards the end.
Last year, that couldn't have happened with the way they played, the pressure that they felt. But they learned from that experience. They met the pressure head on this year. They came back, 3 championship points, and the big point, the former Rookie of the Year, Joanne C., now finally getting a championship. Stephanie Mercado, part of the 2009 champion team with Ila Santos. Congratulations to DLSU for their 6th championship in the women's volleyball tournament. We will be back to wrap this baby up.
Season 73 of your UAAP, the finals.